Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. So it is about 6:30 in the morning right now. As you guys just saw, I just woke up, used the bathroom, and took my fasted body weight, 219.4 this morning. So that is a low for the cut that I am currently in. So very happy to see that this morning. My weight hasn't really moved a whole lot in the last week, but I have been feeling leaner, looking leaner in my pictures. And starting to get a little hungry. So I know that the cut is working. The diet is starting to take effect. It was just taking some time for the scale weight to catch up. So great start to the day. Today we are going to be doing a little day in the life video, kind of like a full day in my life right now as an online coach. Today is actually a really busy work day for me, so I thought that it would be a good day to kind of take you guys along with me and kind of see what my life is like at the moment. So, like I said, it's about 6:30 in the morning. The sun, it's coming up like as we speak. It should be fully up in about 15 to 20 minutes. So, the first thing that I like to do in the morning when I wake up is I like to get outside and go for a walk. I saw a couple videos from Andrew Huberman. Everyone knows who Andrew Huberman is at this point, but one of the things that he talks about is using the sunlight to kind of help clear out cortisol, amongst many other things. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't know the science. The science and stuff behind that is way above me, way for people way smarter than me. But what I do know is that when I get up in the morning and I go outside and I move around and I feel the sunlight, see the sunlight, I know that I feel really good. And it makes me feel good both physically and mentally, and gets me ready to start the day. So that is pretty much how I've been starting every morning. Every morning for the past, I would say month, probably since the beginning of this year that I've started it. There's only been one morning that I've missed my morning walk, and that's because it was raining. But other than that, I've been outside every single morning, whether it's been 15 below or 45 above. I've been outside getting the morning walk done. So I'm going to sit here for about, 10, 15 minutes and hydrate, get hydrating. And then I'll meet you guys outside. So we're going to go for a walk. I don't know what path I'm going to take today. I don't know if we're going to walk around the block, or I live behind a nature preserve. And typically most mornings I go walking around the nature preserve just because it's a really, really nice view and it's really, really quiet. So still undecided where we're going to go, but wherever we go, I'm going to take you guys with me. So like I said, 6:30 in the morning. Hope you guys are wide awake and ready to follow me today. And we're going to go ahead and get the day started. Okay, so we are outside and we are moving. So I decided to take the nature preserve route today, as you guys can probably tell. Really kind of hard to gauge by the video that I just took as to how big this place is. I honestly have no idea like how big it is around, but I do know that typically if I walk about 2 laps around this, I'll get anywhere between 2,000 and 3,000 steps. There are a bunch of different paths around this place, and it kind of just depends on which path I take. Usually looking anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000 steps regardless though. So this is typically how I've been starting most mornings, is just getting moving. Again, it makes me feel really good mentally and makes me feel good physically. It makes me feel like I get out of bed and I attack the day instead of getting out of bed and just sitting there and waiting for the day to come to me. So, now that I'm like self-employed and I'm basically my own boss, I do find this type of stuff pretty important because otherwise, my natural inclination, as I'm sure is with most people, is to wake up and sit on the couch and chill out and stuff before I get started. But I like to get up, get moving, initiate my day, take control of my day, and this definitely helps me do that. So as we're walking, I'm just finishing off some water. I try to get about a liter or so in within 30 to 45 minutes of waking up, just to make sure that I start off the day nice and hydrated and keep all of my bodily functions moving how they're supposed to. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock out this walk, and then we're actually gonna go to the gym for my rest day routine. So today is a rest day. I am not training with weights today, but ever since I became self-employed and I work from home, I now have the availability and the luxury of being able to go to the gym whenever I want, whenever I want. So I can go 7 days a week, I can go in the morning, etc., etc. So as of late, I have been going to the gym every single day, whether it is a training day or a rest day. And on my rest days, I've just been doing some cardio and some stretching and some foam rolling, just some recovery stuff and health type of stuff. So it just allows me to put more effort into the training, basically. I mean, there isn't really anything particularly special about it, just focusing on recovery on my off days. And since I have the luxury and the availability to go to the gym whenever I want, I've just been taking advantage of that. So we're going to do some cardio. We're going to do some stretching and foam rolling, like I said, but I got to knock out this walk first. So let's get this finished up, and then I will either catch you guys in the car or I'll catch you guys in the gym, either one. Knocked out almost 3,000 steps already on the morning walk, so that's a really good productive start to the day. Okay guys, so we just got to the gym. It's time for the rest day routine. So like I said earlier, what my rest day routine right now kind of consists of is just about 20 minutes of cardio. And then I'm doing some stretching and foam rolling and just basically overall recovery work, maybe a little mobility work and stuff here and there, but not really a whole lot. Just kind of grease the wheels a little bit, you know. When you train like this and you train at high intensities and you're continuously progressively overloading and getting stronger and doing things in the gym over and over again that you never do or never have done before, at sometimes your body can bite back on you. And I think regardless of how you train, I think that's going to kind of be very similar, but just from my experience, training at higher levels of intensity creates higher levels of fatigue. And so it's really been important to me as of late, as I start to enter like new levels of strength, like areas of strength and moving weights and stuff that I have never really like consistently moved before across a lot of lifts. As I get into that territory, I find that it becomes ever more important for me to kind of stay on top of little stuff like this. This is kind of a thought process that I had or was taught back in high school. My football and weightlifting coach was really big on this type of stuff, making sure that we were getting in the gym for just a couple of, even half an hour or so on our off days and just, foam rolling stuff out and lacrosse balling stuff out and just making sure that we felt good. And then obviously everything that I said about the walk this morning applies here too. When I leave the gym here, I feel good. My body feels very good because I was stretching and stuff. Getting my heart rate up with the cardio makes me feel good. And again, it's only 8 o'clock right now. By the time I get out of here, it should probably be, I don't know, 8:45, 9 o'clock at the absolute latest, hopefully. And then I'm going to grab some groceries on the way home. But just it makes me feel like I've really started the day off and kind of kicked the day in the dick. So it makes me feel good physically and mentally. So it's something that I'm really looking forward to as of late. For the cardio, so I did want to touch on this real quick. I am not doing the cardio for fat loss purposes or weight loss purposes. I think that cardio is a pretty terrible fat loss tool. The amount of calories that I'm going to burn in a 20-minute cardio session is largely pretty irrelevant. And even if I were to do like an hour-long cardio session, the amount of calories that I burn in that is probably considerably less than what I think it is, or what you guys think it may be. There is absolutely no secret to cardio from a fat loss or weight loss benefit. It's just an opportunity for you to burn calories. But I prefer to burn my calories through getting more steps, because the steps are much less fatiguing, much less impact on my joints and stuff like that. So I prefer to do the steps, and when I need to burn more calories in a day, I take my steps up. But I do still do steady state cardio because of its health benefits and what it does for the circulatory system and the heart and the lungs and all that type of stuff. As bodybuilders, we're really concerned with muscles, biceps, triceps, all that shit. But I think often we can forget the most important muscle of all, and that is our heart. So this, again, has been something that I've been really guilty about doing or not doing, been lazy about doing. Especially over the course of my bulk. But now that my life has changed and I'm kind of in a position now where I can go to the gym 7 days a week, this has been something that I've been on top of as of recent. So we'll just go ahead and we'll get in and we'll get this stuff knocked out. We'll get some film for you in there just to kind of show you some of the stuff that I go through. But it's very, very simple, guys. There's nothing groundbreaking here at all. Just some basic cardio, stretching, foam rolling, and that's it. Okay, so cardio is done. Good 20 minutes on the bike there. Sorry for the sun, but it's like 8:45, 9 o'clock in the morning. So we're really kind of starting to hit peak daylight. 20 minutes of cardio on the bike, good. And then some stretching and foam rolling. I feel really, really good after this. Pretty much all the time, but especially in the mornings. My back, my hips, and my neck are really sore and really tight. So my neck, meaning like my traps type of area. So that area is always like really tight on me, like kind of all the time, but especially first thing when I wake up in the morning. So it's really nice to get up and get moving and kind of turn those muscles on and get some blood flowing through those muscles and everything. And I feel really good. So really good start to the day. Normally I'd head home from here, but I need to grab some groceries today. So I'm in the Trader Joe's parking lot right now. Trader Joe's is typically where I get all of my protein sources. So beef, chicken, eggs, turkey, bacon. I think that's all that we need to get here today. I'll have to check my list. I may have some like fruit or something like that I need to get here. But for the most part, Trader Joe's is where I get all of my protein sources. I think that they taste the best. And as of late, they've been the best price as well, which is really strange. Typically before the economy went to shit, Trader Joe's stuff was a little more expensive than a lot of other grocery stores around here. But as of late, Trader Joe's price have been like right on track with everything, if not slightly cheaper. So that's just like a huge win. You know what I mean? The stuff that I prefer anyways is cheaper. So I'm going to run in and I'm going to grab some stuff quick and then we'll head home. Trader Joe's done and over with. That was super quick, man. I was in and out of there in like 5 minutes, you know. That's one of the things that's really nice about grocery shopping as a bodybuilder. I know a lot of like normal people that don't bodybuild or whatever, they don't like grocery shopping because it's like a long drawn out process. But as a bodybuilder, man, I go in and I have my list and I walk in, I grab my stuff and I leave. I don't really look at anything else. And obviously, you know, every time you go to the grocery store, the stuff is always in the same spot. So you just kind of walk in, get your stuff and leave. So quick and easy. Probably three to 4 pounds of chicken, 4 pounds of beef, 2 dozen eggs, and 4 packs of turkey bacon. I've got, stuff at home, so that won't last me a whole week, but that combined with what I have at home will be enough to last me a whole week. Even though, again, I kind of have the freedom to go to the grocery store whenever I want, I still only really like to go once per week. It's funny, I kind of busted my ass to make this job and make this career for myself so that I could have the flexibility to go do things whenever it is that I wanted, and I still prefer to do things as little as possible. I'm kind of a homebody, and I kind of just like being at home, doing my work, and just chilling out. So this is kind of the perfect job for me. So we're going to head home. I'm going to take a shower, probably eat my first meal, and then take Zuki out for a walk. And then we'll actually get started with some real work today, because I got a lot of work to do today. So we'll go through all of that. We'll see you guys at home. I forgot to mention this earlier, but I will also take my progress pictures on my rest days before I get in the shower. So I just went ahead and did that. I'm probably not going to post them. I'm sure you guys are kind of in the loop with that for now. I'm still just not quite at a point yet where I'm comfortable with sharing my physique yet at this point in the cut. I did hit a new low this morning, and this morning's pictures were the happiest that I have been yet during the course of this cut. So I'm getting happier with where my physique is going, but I'm still not quite happy enough with it to the point where I feel like I'm confident enough to post it, but getting there for sure. This morning's posing and progress pictures were the best that they've been over the course of this entire cut so far, like I said, but I'm still kind of a fat slob. So I've already taken off 10 or 11 pounds. I think I'm going to have to take off another 10 or 11 more maybe before I finally start to get to the point where we can get a better idea of what the physique looks like. But just going to go ahead and take a shower now, and then I'll meet you guys out here for the first meal. Okay, it's about 9:30 in the morning, and we're sitting down for the first meal. So meal 1 of 5 for the day. This is not a full day of eating video today, so I don't want to go too in depth on each of the meals. I will make a full day of eating video sometime in the near future, but I don't want that to be the focus of the video today. But I will show you guys the meals, just not going to go super in depth on them. So we've got cream of rice and whey. It's a strawberry whey, which is why it's pink. I've got some milk here. This is lactose-free milk. And then once I finish the milk, I will fill that glass up with apple juice. And I will have some apple juice as well. Still doing a lot of liquid calories, even though I'm cutting, just because straight up I'm not hungry and I have no appetite. So eating is still kind of an inconvenience for me. Not really an inconvenience in the sense of the fact that I'm not hungry. I do find my appetite is starting to come back just a little bit. I'm not stuffed all day. But more so for the fact that I've got a lot of work that I got to do. And so I try to make each meal as short as possible, just so I can be really efficient with my workday. So still doing lots of liquid calories. I'm gonna eat this meal and then I'm gonna go for a walk. So I go for a walk after every single meal just to help with my digestion. I'll show you all of those as well. The walks are either done, I don't know if you can see it, kind of. I have like a treadmill or a walking pad back there in our apartment. The walks will either be done on that or they will be done outside. Just depends if I'm taking Zuki, our dog, out or not. So after this first meal, I will take her out to go to the bathroom and then we'll do a little walk on there. And then we'll be back and then we'll get started on the workday. So like I said a couple times, I actually have a lot of client work and stuff to do today, so and content work too. So I kind of want to bring you guys along for that journey. So it's been a pretty productive day. We've been up for about 3 hours already, and we've done some groceries, gotten a lot of steps in, gotten some cardio and stretching and stuff in. And now we're sitting down for meal one. We're really ready to tackle this day. It's going to be a busy one. Okay, we are back from our walk. It is an absolutely beautiful day today. It's like 48 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is feels like a spring day based off of what we've kind of had the past couple of weeks here in Illinois. Very, very sunny out. So today I'll probably be doing all of my walks, my post-meal digestion walks outside. I probably won't do any of them on the treadmill today just because today is such a nice day. Got back from the walk and then spent a little time with Carissa, just talking to Carissa about some stuff before she went to work for the day. And now it is time to actually get started on some client work. So as I've said many times up until this point in the video, today is a very, very busy day. The past week for me has been really busy with new client interactions, I guess that you could say. So I have had 2 new clients sign up for monthly coaching. And then I had 2 clients who purchased a meal plan from me off of my website. So Aiden and Alan, if you guys are watching this, today is going to be the day where I'm starting your guys' programs. And Parker and Edwin, if you guys are watching this, this is going to be the day where I am starting your guys' meal plans. So this is a lot of work. I know 2 meal plans and 2 programs may not sound like a whole lot, but I can't speak for any other coaches, but for myself and my coaching services, I personally feel that my coaching services are very personalized to the individual. So sometimes I don't think people like really understand or realize how much work goes into a program and kind of trying to make it as unique to an individual as you possibly can. But I don't foresee that I will be able to finish all of this work today. That would be pretty difficult, honestly, but we'll see. But my goal is to put a really good dent in it so that I can kind of finish it throughout sometime this week, because I would like to have all of these new clients starting next week. So it has to get done this week, but obviously Tuesday through Friday are my busy check-in days. So I have a good 4 to 5 hours of the day devoted to my current clients on those days. And so today, Monday, is kind of like a slower day with check-ins. I only have 2 clients who check in with me on Mondays. And then the rest of the day, I either will train or I dedicate to getting new clients stuff started or posting content. So, that's an entirely another thing is you guys will hear me talk about or see a lot of client work and stuff going on today. But I also have a lot of content work to do because content is part of the job. So I'll probably be talking through that as we go through. But right now it's about 10:30 and I'll probably just be working through these new client programs until my next meal, which I have an alarm set for like 12:30 or sometime in there. So we'll probably just go ahead and work from now until then. I am going to have an energy drink. So this is the Rise Baja Burst. I'm actually going to use this, speaking of content, I'm going to use this to make a piece of content. Pretty much at this point, guys, ever since I have been self-employed, I've kind of become pretty hypocritical with the with my caffeine usage. If you guys have seen some of my content from last year, 2022 or around that time frame, I talked about how caffeine is really something that I will only use on training days. But as I've become self-employed and work from home and am my own boss, and my schedule has kind of become more hectic, I've kind of gotten a little bit more lenient on that. So right now, I'm typically having some sort of caffeine every single day, even on rest days, just because I feel like it helps me kind of get through my work quicker, just kind of wakes me up a little bit and helps me knock out work a little bit quicker. So that is the reasoning for that. So I know that I've kind of made some content before talking about how we should, be trying to keep our caffeine use minimal. And I still think that that absolutely is the most optimal way to do things. I very much understand that, like, the way that I'm doing it right now is probably not the most optimal. But at the same time, like, I'm very busy in my life right now, and this helps me get it done. So, and it helps me knock out some content too. So I'm going to go ahead and film a live taste test for this for TikTok. And then get started on this client work, because I got to make a good dent in this today. Happy Monday, everyone. We are starting the week off with another live energy drink taste test. So okay, so I just got a really productive block of work done. Some really good programming got done there. And now it's time for my second meal. So I've got some chicken, beef, and rice with a little hot sauce mixed in there. And then I've got some pineapple here as well. So I am going to sit down and eat this meal. Typically, depending on how busy I am, I will either just relax while I'm eating and watch something on YouTube or whatever. Or if I'm really busy, I will continue to do computer work while I eat. Today has been obviously a jam-packed day, and I've got a lot of stuff to do today, but I'm actually ahead of schedule. That hour and a half to 2 hours that I was just programming right there was very, very productive. I'm actually pretty happy and impressed with how much work I got done there. So that is obviously a good sign. I'm sure you guys could tell from the B-roll. I've kind of got a ghetto setup going right now. This is really the reality of life as a self-employed entrepreneur right now. We live in a one-bedroom apartment. And so I do a lot of work on the kitchen table out there. And then here in our bedroom, I have a little office desk corner set up in there. But I'm starting to get to the point where I'm getting really, really busy now with my business. And so we really want to move into a 2-bedroom place, just so that I can have an office room that I can have all for myself. Our lease is up here in October, and it's February right now. So we're still a couple months away from that. But for now, we pretty much just make it work. So hopefully in about 5 years or so, a couple years in the future, I will be an established coach in the industry by then. And hopefully, we'll have a much nicer setup and everything. But as of now, this is pretty much what we're working with. We either work from the kitchen table or we work in that little desk there in the bedroom. So it'll be cool in a couple years back to look back and see that my business has pretty much been started and built for my kitchen table. So humble beginnings, that's for sure. Anyways, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to eat this meal. Not quite sure what I'm going to be watching on YouTube while I eat, but we'll go ahead and get this meal in, and then we'll go for another walk, and then we will come back in and we will pick up where we left off with the programming. Oh, baby. second meal down, second walk down, and now it's time to get back to work. So I'm just gonna hop right back on the computer and repeat what I did between the first and second meal. So yeah, right back to it. While I have been programming, and typically when I do new client programs, I like to have something on in the background just for some noise. So today I have Justin Harris, the owner of Troponin Nutrition. If there was one person, that I could recommend in the industry to take nutritional advice from, it would be him. This man single-handedly has taught me a lot of things about nutrition. And then that episode will be wrapping up soon, and then I'll be watching this. Yo, what's up? So for you sports fans out there, JJ Redick, the smartest NBA discussions that we've ever had. So just gonna have some things going on in the background just to occupy the time and the noise and everything. But in the meantime, we're getting some coaching done. I have been working like a madman. It's been just a really crazy afternoon of programming. Very productive today, getting a lot of stuff done. So I have actually finished up one of these new client programs. And so what we are going to do now is we are going to get this client onboarded. So basically what that means is after I go through and I get a client's program created, I will record a screen recording video, which is how I communicate with all my clients. But I will record a screen recording video to send to them just to kind of onboard them or walk them through the process and just kind of give them a heads up of what the program and everything is looking like, and then give them an opportunity that if they have any questions or things that they want to change or things like that, then we can go back and forth from there. So this is kind of like, I guess you could call it the rough draft of a training program. So I'll very rarely, actually never, I'll never make a training program and then just send it to somebody. I'll always make a client program and then run it by them just to give them an idea of what I'm thinking, take some of their feedback into consideration, and things along that line. So we are in the bedroom now with a little office. And we're going to sit down and we're going to do some client onboarding now. So I'll give you guys a little sneak peek of what that looks like. How's it going, man? Hope things are going good with you. So as I mentioned to you through WhatsApp, this is going to be your walkthrough video. So 2-count stretch and squeeze on each rep of the calf raises. So I am very, very strict about my calf training form. Onboarding is finished. So I'm really, really happy with how today is going, man. I'm being very productive today. Like I said, I have a lot of work to do today. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to get a lot of it done today because the rest of my week is going to be pretty busy and it's going to be kind of stressful trying to jam all of this in as I'm already taking care of the clients that I already have. So managing the new clients with the existing clients is always a challenge as the business grows. So we're still kind of learning how we want to maneuver through that. But as of now, I'm making a huge dent in my workload today. So very excited about that. Gonna sit down now for another meal. So meal number 3, this is gonna be very similar to the meal before: chicken, beef, rice. I've got some salsa on there. And then I've got some 100% grape juice to wash this down with. So another meal and then another walk. And then I will be back on the computer because I have just a little bit more programming work that I want to get finished. And then I kind of want to take a break. I've kind of been programming for the past what time is it, man? I've been programming for the past 5 hours or so. And I still have more work to do, but I kind of am just getting bored of doing the same thing over and over. So what I'll probably do is eat a meal, take a walk, and then finish up this last little bit of client work that I'm working on right now. And then we'll get into some content work. So the day is not over by any means, but time for a quick work break, time to get some food in me.
Food that we posed you. So we're just gonna make it work today. We're gonna make it work and see how it goes.
Okay, at this point, it's like 5:30 ish, somewhere around 5:30. And I have been programming for the better part of the past like six and a half hours. And so I'm kind of done with programming for the day. I can tell that I'm starting to get to that point where I'm just really starting to lose focus in what I'm doing. I've just been doing the same thing for long enough now that my quality of my work is starting to suffer. So it's time to switch gears. And we're going to do some content work. So I've got an Instagram post to make. I've got a bunch of Instagram DMs to reply to, and then I need to get caught up on my TikTok comments. So I get questions from coaches pretty often in asking how to grow their coaching business. And I want to say right off the bat that I am by no means like a business guru. The only thing that I can tell you is what has worked for me. But the answer that I always give is that you need to post content on social media, and you need to treat creating content like it is your job. So the only reason that people know who I am is because I post content on the internet. You can be the best trainer in the world, the best coach in the world, but if people don't know that you exist, no one is going to be applying to you to work with you. And the way that people know that you exist, if you haven't noticed in the day and age that we live with, everyone's attention is on social media. It's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. It's on like one of 8 websites. And so if you are not creating content for those social media sites, you don't really exist to a lot of people. If you are not showing up where people are putting their time and their attention, you do not exist in their eyes. So coaching at this point in my life, coaching, the actual coaching and the clients are what pays my bills. I have enough clients that my coaching business makes money. But the reason why I have people that are applying to my coaching business is because of the free content that I post. And for a lot of you coaches out there who want to make coaching your job, the way that you're going to make coaching your job is by treating content creation like it's your job. Because at the end of the day, the way that you get people to apply to your coaching business, from my experience, is by making entertaining, educational content that allows them to build that trust in you so that they know that they can trust you. They can spend their hard-earned money on you so that you can guide them. But you have to convince them that you know what you're talking about and that you can guide them along that journey. And the way that you do that, amongst many other things, is by posting content and staying relevant on social media. So a lot of people who want to get into online coaching, and myself included, when I first wanted to get into online coaching, I thought it was all about how much do you know, what's the knowledge level like, and obviously those things are very important because at some point when clients do come to work with you, you need to be able to get them results. But a lot of people struggle getting clients to come to them in the first place. And the way that you get clients to come to you in the first place is you establish trust with them, from my experience. And you prove to them that you know what you're talking about, and you show them why you are worth their money. And you do that by treating content creation like it's a full-time job. So I aim to post a bare minimum of 3 to 4 times on TikTok a day. Most days I'm anywhere between 8 and 10. I spend a very, very large percentage of my time, much more time than I think people would really realize, reading my DMs, responding to my DMs, reading my comments and responding to comments. Hopefully a lot of you guys who are watching this video right now will be able to attest to a time that you left a comment on one of my videos, or you sent me a DM and I replied to you. And I make a huge, huge, huge effort to do that, to try and reply to all of my comments, to try and reply to all of my DMs, unless they're just fucking nonsense bullshit ones, then I'm just going to let those ones go. But if people have questions or stuff like that, I try my absolute hardest to reply to all of those messages. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through my DMs, and I'm going to go through my TikTok comments, and I'm going to answer those. I typically will respond to DMs and comments on my computer just because it's a lot easier to type my responses on the keyboard than it is with my phone. But obviously, when it comes to posting and filming videos for TikTok, I have to use my phone for that. So I'll show you guys, like, the process of responding to comments. But in terms of the actual filming TikTok videos, I'm using my phone right now to film this video, and I'll be using my phone to film the TikToks. So I can't really do that. Maybe I'll overlay or throw in some of the TikToks that I uploaded over the course of this afternoon's TikTok session, but we'll see. For now, I've got some client messages and content comments and DMs and stuff to reply to. So I'll probably be doing that for the next hour and a half or so up until my next meal. And then it'll be meal number 4. And then we'll start winding down for the day. I've still got some other odd and end type stuff that I got to do today before we wrap the day up. But the actual work portion of my day is kind of starting to come into the fourth quarter now. We're kind of starting to get into the end. It's been a long day, not done yet, but lots of stuff done today. So let's keep it rolling. Are drop sets and other intensity techniques good during a cut? Well, in my eyes, so this is a really good comment here that I wanted to leave my 2 cents on for us. Because of that, the amount of direct arm work that you need to do is probably considerably lower than what you think it is. Far too often will I see beginners dedicating in. Okay, guys, so pretty productive content session there. I got an Instagram post made and a bunch of Instagram comments and DMs responded to, and then I got 4 TikTok videos up, and I got caught up on a ton of comments on TikTok. So that was a pretty good hour to an hour and a half worth of content work. Right now it's about 6:30 at night, and it's time for the 4th meal. So chicken, rice, and beef again. This time I've got some mild sauce on there, and then I'm going to have some applesauce with this meal, and then I'm going to go for my 4th walk. At this point, the work day is over for me. I do have some more work that I need to continue to do, but I want to start winding things down. It's pretty important to me by around 7:30, 8 o'clock-ish that I start winding things down so that I can get ready for bed and just kind of calm down before it's time for me to turn in. So I got a really good chunk of that client work done, which I'm just super happy about. Like I said, today was a really busy day, and this is a busy week for me. So I was really counting on getting a lot of that client work done today, which I did, thank God. So pretty much the only thing I have left to do tonight is to prep some food. Typically on rest days is when I'll prep 3 to 4 days worth of beef and chicken and stuff. So that's really boring. I'm kind of at that point, like I said, where I'm getting tired, and I kind of want to start winding things down. But one more thing to do. I got to prep some food, and then while I'm doing that, I'll get some odd and end type stuff ready. Like I'll fill out my logbook for tomorrow's leg day. I'll start kind of packing my meals for tomorrow. So right now at this point, the rest of the day is just spent getting things prepared for tomorrow. And then chilling out and getting ready for bed because we got a big leg day tomorrow. And so I need to start getting prepped for that. So I'm going to sit down and eat this meal, and then we'll be outside for walk number 4, and then meal prep. Okay, guys, it's about 9:15-ish or so at night, and we're sitting down for the last meal. I'm in our bedroom right now. I've got my blackout blinds on above us just to keep the room dark for bedtime. Just finished up some meal prep, as you guys saw. Pretty pretty long day. Got a lot of stuff done, feeling very accomplished with all the stuff that I got taken care of today. So sitting down for the final meal right now. I've got eggs, turkey bacon, and an English muffin. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get this in, and then we're gonna go for one more walk. And then it is time for bed. I am exhausted, very, very tired. And tomorrow is a really big leg day. So I want to get in bed early and get as much sleep as I possibly can to be ready to progress my lifts tomorrow. So I got my logbook written out for that already. And all my shakes and everything already mixed and packed up and ready to go. And now it's just a matter of getting it done. So again, gonna get this meal in and then go for one more walk and then hit the sheets because I am tired. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you guys have any questions or anything, as always, please feel free to leave a comment and I will get back to you guys as soon as I can. So thanks again for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves.